Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if we could smash that like button, we will go straight over to those charts. So yeah, Bitcoin on the 4 hour, as you can see, we've got this 4 hour 9 that we're currently selling off a bit from. At the moment, it's only a back test of this box, this old resistance, new support box we've got. So as if we can trade sideways to down here and hold this level, then yeah, I think we'll be looking pretty good for continuation, well within this range, if not to the top of the range. So yeah, that is looking good. Obviously, if we lose this level, then well, we could be looking at getting supported again at this same level. Well, not the same level, at this level here, and we previously got supported at the level below, so that would not look bad in the context of an overall up move. For us to back test this level and move back up. But ideally, this is an important level. This is a really important level we've broken through at the moment. So we would like to see price manage to hold above here. Stock markets are looking very strong this morning. The dollar looking weak this morning. Oil looking good this morning. Has recently been quite weak. And gold and silver looking good also. So we have got a full house. A full house. Dollar index back with that 92 handle. So back under 93, which is what we want to see. We don't ever want to see 93 again. Yeah, three before 93. We'll take that. We'll take an absolute collapse of the dollar. But we have got a 4 hour 9 coming in. So will we get an acceleration into this 4 hour 9 and then potentially play out this range a bit? Possibly. We'll have to observe that in real time. Nothing on the 12 hour, nothing on the daily for the dollar though. If we go back to the 4 hour, and we'll have a look at the stock markets just to show you what's going on here. So yeah, we broke that trend line. This is textbook as well, guys. This is what we talk about. Break the line, break the levels, come back test it, and then rally off it again. Textbook. And also a 4 hour 9 coming in. So are we going to come back or just trade sideways to down, maybe test this horizontal and then make progress to the upside? Potentially. Yeah, you guys will know anyway. This is what I was looking for. This is what I was looking for to happen. So good to see. Good to see that playing out. Gold. Look at gold looking especially good here. If we go to the daily, you can see fully informally retaken that daily 21 and have a slight, albeit slight, but positive slope. So that is obviously clearly good for us also. We have kind of got a trend line coming in here, so if we do take that out, then that obviously will be pretty good. We'll draw it in on the 4 hour where we can probably just get oh, not there. Shall I just move this? There we go. Yeah, we'll get this in here, see where it lines up to. Basically exactly where we are. As you can see. So we are looking obviously for a break of this level. Well, if we get a break of this level, if we get expansion and volatility in gold, we are going to get a move up to probably over 2200 over the week or so of expansion, if it is to the upside. So yeah, that is basically what we're potentially looking at here. So is that it? Should we stick the fork in the dollar? Are we done? Maybe guys, maybe we're just going to play out these few 4 hour 9s. But yeah, otherwise everything looking pretty good. Just a second, I just need to sneeze. Oh, there we go. I've got a bit of a cold at the moment. Been sneezing quite a bit recently, past few days. Got a daily 9 coming in here, but you guys know, I mean, there's no point in looking at the daily 9 on the candle, on the 7 candle potentially incoming, because we can get all sorts of, well, I was about to show you all sorts of acceleration on the 9. And I mean, does this not look familiar here? Look at this price action here. So we sort of break out of a bit of a range. There's your 7 candle, and then look what happens. There's your 8 candle, and there's your 9 candle. So we're currently down here. Here is your 7 candle. What's your 8 and what's your 9 candle going to look like? Are we just going to basically have a Bart Simpson over the next 2 days and get back to 12k? Stranger things have happened, guys. And similar things have happened previously. So Obviously, you guys know how I feel about this move below 10.6. Obviously, the move down was pretty intense, so 10.6 obviously struggled to hold. But I think it's an important level. And back above 10.6 gets us basically back into the overall bullish trend, and back above 11 gets us looking, well, gets us looking like 12k, 12.5k. Taking that out will be a formality. So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at here, guys. It seems like we've had that little bit of the dollar bounce in the market, a little bit of a more severe pullback in stock markets, which, to be honest, you would expect. The higher and the more extended we go, obviously the pullbacks will start to get a bit crazy. The volatility will start to get a bit more crazy. Triple witching as well this month as well, so price action can get a bit more crazy. But remember, the trend is still up, and the trend is your friend. And basically, I'm talking obviously on a longer term time frame here. Trend is still your friend, and yeah, I mean, realistically, we could trade sideways to up. Realistically, I think in this, and there will be no problems there, no problems at all. So we'll have a quick whiz through those stochastics, because they've got to be looking okay anyway in the longer time frames. Potentially getting some potential weakness incoming on the shorter time frames. So yeah, 4 hour looking like it wants to try and turn back over. 10 hour has turned down, but now is losing that aggressive downward slope. 12 hour still looking good, and clearly we could have price action like that if we keep making our way up. And that's not just me saying that for the sake of it. I'm saying it because obviously we've got daily that could start to get some real upside momentum, 2-day that could start to get some upside momentum, and 3-day which could potentially turn around. Interesting thing I wanted to point out on the 2-day Stokes turning back up. So this point here, if I show you on the chart what this coincided with, it basically coincided. Where's the slope up? It's here, basically here, isn't it? Let me just double check that. Yes, it is there. So yeah, so there we go. Obviously after that point, it was a big move to the upside. And the previous turn up in the 2-day Stokes was all the way down here, basically, and that was the very bottom of this move. And then we had a nice move to the upside. Prior to that was down here, and then we basically had a nice move to the upside. Yeah, we did come down a little bit lower. Well, a little bit lower than that entry, a little bit lower than that low, but realistically, we went up. We went up from that point. If you say we came down 10%, we then went up 50% nearly. So yeah, so something to be aware of on something to be aware of on the 2-day Stokes, because if we're basically at this low again here, so even if we come and test 10k again, which I don't think we will, but even if we do, these 2-day Stokes starting to move up have been signals of macro lows and then big moves up, and not even a low here, just their end of consolidation and big move up. So we could be in for a big move here, guys. We really could be in for a big move here. So we do know it will basically be, I mean, well, it's all nice looking at this analysis and saying this, but at the end of the day, it is going to be the dollar. If the dollar basically tanks, then we are going to get that big move up. But that is what is going to do it. The dollar is not going to either do nothing or go up, and we have this big move up. That is not going to happen. But that, I mean, so far as the tail wagging the dog, you can still look at this, chart this as a derivative of dollar price action. So you're just basically charting the actual dollar on a different instrument in effect. So yeah, it is still efficacious in that respect. So it's not necessarily a tail wagging the dog. It's that the dollar is moving, this is moving, and you can chart both of them. And the dollar anyway itself is looking bearish anyway. Not that one. Here we go. The dollar itself is looking bearish. This is at a macro level. I mean, funnily enough, ironically enough, I'm guessing April, March. Yeah, so basically this area was basically the higher the dollar started to move down, and then this level here probably coincides with that same area again where we then moved down from. So in the 2-day Stokes on Bitcoin, as in, so the dollar moved down, so Bitcoin moved up. And yeah, again, so if we get a similar action here and move down, then we're going to get the similar move up in Bitcoin. So yeah, that is it really. That's all I've got to say this morning. So yeah, I mean, keep an eye on that dollar. It is looking good. Chart wise, it's looking good. Confidence is coming back in these markets. Oil on the way back up. Silver not a million miles away from 28s again. Gold not a million miles away from 2000 again. S&P back above 3400. Nasdaq going for 11.5 again. Going for it, not at it yet, but going for it. And we did trade the 1.19 handle on the euro US dollar. So there we have it. In fact, we'll have a quick look at that euro US dollar, because this again is just sort of another way of charting the dollar, because it is predominantly well, it's a dollar against predominantly the euro. The DXY is predominantly the dollar against the euro. So yeah, and as you can see, this is on the 4-hour. It's looking good. It is looking good. It's looking good. It's looking constructive. We're coming back to the top of this range. Can we break it? Potentially. Have we got a couple of, well, we've got a low here and a low here. So yeah, we could potentially move this up. We're on a 4-hour 9 again. We know these 4-hour 9s are coming in. Have a look at it on the daily. Yeah, I mean, it's looking constructive. It's looking like, yeah, we could potentially take it out and make our way onwards and upwards. So this is what we need. This is what we need for our risk assets and our positioning and our macro view to play out exactly how we want it to play out. So yeah, that is it, guys. So remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys later on today.